Good morning, good evening, good night. Wherever you're watching this transmission, it is I, Mike Martins. Welcome to Cant Read Market Talk. Let me turn on my Skype. Guys, you need to know I have my Skype on only on when live streams and stuff. So I get a lot of messages from people. So don't worry, I end up seeing them. So nobody panic with that. Hope everyone's having a great day. So, what is happening in the markets today? Oh my God, what an interesting time to be alive to see what is happening. It is unfathomable what's happening in the markets. Nobody has money. So now they're lowering interest rates, thinking that's going to stimulate the economy and get people spending more, which is not happening. You got pretty much a street war or a takeover in Hong Kong. You got China devaluing their currency. You got the price of gold looking like it's gonna take off and go through the roof. I told you guys, small cap stuff, small cap mining. Come on, guys, do your own research. You guys can do your own research. You guys got Google. Come on, you guys got Google. So we got pass in the comment section. Comments are live rolling. This is a live show. It's non-scripted. We just go over what's happening in the market. So let's kick off. What is happening in Yahoo Finance? Let's kick it off. S&P TSX up 41 points. S&P 500 down 14.58. The Dow down 144 points. Pretty much almost erasing most of its gain from yesterday. Canadian US dollar, Canadian dollar still hinging on 75 cents. Crude oil up 33 cents, still under $54. And well, strong indication today that's going to stay above the $53 mark, but I don't know for how long. We'll see how the markets evolve for the day. Bitcoin Canadian still hovering around 10 large. Gold features. Where are we here? Gold features 1,552. Woo! Yeah, $15 right here. Sup, Mike? And First Majestic up 100% in 3 months. Yep. We'll look that up. We'll look up that stock. Silver up up to 18 plus. Yeah, last week 545. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go First Majestic. I'm gonna look that up right now and see who they are in the markets here. Let me just opening another Yahoo Finance here and see who First Majestic is. Who is First Majestic, people? Oh, Silver Corp. Yeah, you know what? FR. I never got into FR. I never got into FR, but they're doing. Here's look at the 5-day here. Yeah, they're doing really well. Yeah, they're doing First Majestic, guys. Do your own research. We're getting this tip over. I got a couple other ones. Everything I own in silver is under $5. And it's doing well, okay? Leave me alone. All right, let's keep going here. Starbucks down 32 cents. McDonald's down 19 cents. Guys, where is McDonald's and where is hold on, let's continue. We got some important stuff here. Gold features at 1552. The Russell 2000, this is the one to look at. This is Starbucks. This is McDonald's. These are the major ones, guys. These are the major ones I've been talking about, okay? Okay, pay attention, okay? Russell 2000. The big cap, the big boys. Once the big boys lose, the Russell 2000 takes a punch in the gut. Once the Russell 2000 starts to go like this, down 19 points, okay, sitting at 1,456, we got ourselves a bit of an issue here. Keep an eye on the Russell 2000 if you want to know, where the markets are headed. 10-year bond. Oh, what happened to that 1,600 bond? 1.5. What happened? Down to 1.47. Down 6 cents today. 6 points today. Sorry, 6 points today. Down 4.466 points. Wow. That is huge. NASDAQ is down too. Volatility is going nuts. The FTSE in the UK is down. It's above the 7,000 mark. I see it with the Brexit breakaway, and with gold taking off from the British pound. I honestly see a hand to God. I see the FTSE FTSE markets. I see it going down to about the mid 5,000s with gold breaking away from the British pound and the Brexit and Brexit fees that the UK needs to pay the Brexit exit fee. So we'll see what happens with that. Guys, you are watching Can't Read Market Talk Mornings with Mike Martins. If I wake up early enough, I go ahead and do this. I got 12 people watching. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, let's keep going here. UK opposition lawmakers join forces against no deal Brexit. Of course, of course, of course. This Brexit deal will be bad at the beginning for the first maybe 1 to 4 years, but then after things will start picking up with trades and more. I think, but the thing is, they need the right people managing the banking systems there, because the banking cartels always find a way to sink a country, right? New coalition would seek to avoid clash with EU Italy update, so that's happening here. Once the lowdown on the European markets, that's talking about here. Let's see what they say here. Okay, oil prices, tax income keep Alberta first quarter revenue in line with last year. Still selling oil at a major loss. Okay, we got Jungle Ape in the house. No smoking. That's right. No smoking around these oil pipelines. Most dangerous countries to visit. Okay, we're not interested in it. Okay, U.S. stock falls. Treasuries rise. Dollar steady. Markets wrap. Stocks fell as investors digested. Let's open this up and give a look. We got Scotiabank coming up in the news today. What do we got going on here? Stocks fell as investors digested the most. Whoa, with the music here. What's with the music?
Back to China, the ongoing trade negotiations with China continue to put pressure on the U.S. economy, and it could finally set off the recession that many forecasters were predicting following Trump taking office. We've got with us Yahoo Finance senior columnist Rick Newman here.
Hey, Ricky!
Hey,
Woo, Ricky!
Oh, that's really interesting. The recession is the crystal ball came true.
Yeah, you know, I went back to some of the forecasts from 2016 when a lot of forecasting firms, smart economists said if Trump gets elected and he does what he says he's going to do, that could generate a recession. Now, what he said he was going to do was, among other things, put 45% tariffs on all imports from China. And of course, we haven't had a recession in the first few years of the Trump administration. A lot of Trump supporters say, oh, everybody was wrong. You all predicted disaster. Well, look what's happening. I mean, we're getting to a point where we're actually approaching something like 45% tariffs. I mean, the tariffs that he has announced, it's a combination of tariffs that are in place and he has said are going to be in place through the fall. They're getting up to 30% now.
Yeah,
that's
30
the highest
points.
level of tariffs. I think they range from 10
points.
to 30%. And he has said, I will push them higher. So we may be getting close to that 45% tariff rate that he talked about as a candidate. At the same time, the economy is slowing. So we are seeing play out what a lot of forecasters said would actually happen back in 2016.
And a lot of it has to do with, or does any of it have to do with like the volatility that we're seeing? Is that playing a role?
Sure, it's everything that we're seeing.
But guys, volatility is I made a phone call with China or China called me. Boom, markets go nuts. Stocks fell as investors digested the most recent twist in the topsy-turvy trade wars between U.S. and China. That is what's happening there with that, people. So the volatility is the phone calls, people. So today's stock we're watching is First Majestic Silver Corp. So fr.to, guys. I stress to do your own research. This was sent to us by Papa Pist Tisang in the last week. It went from $5.45 to $11 US. Here it is, guys, sitting at $15.13. Guys, keep an eye on this stock. Add it on your watch list, guys. Remember, small silver caps are the way to go. Me personally, I don't own a silver stock over, I think, $6 or $5.40 is the highest I have. Right? Same thing with my gold small caps. I don't have anything over $7 right now. I'm sitting on anything over $7. So let's keep going here. Millennial money, drink up. Savings at Starbucks. Yeah, nobody cares. Group to help Chicago clear pot arrests during legalization. How much should the latest hearing aid cost? Mexico AMLO sees 4.5 billion in savings in pipeline packs. Okay, I'm not sure why these drivers updates are coming up. Anyways, guys, can you hear me well? I got this $2 mic at Walmart. I got a Yeti blue mic, a good Yeti blue mic that's going to give me a bit of stereo here. Yep. So we got the Raven in the house. We got another deal coming up, says Jungle Ape. Crazy Shredder says, get out of the stock market. Jungle Ape says, I think China is bluffing for the 99th time. The Raven says, woo! Woo! All right, your time. I can't read Morning Talk with Mike Martins. All right, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. What are we looking at here, people? Okay, this is on the U.S. side. No, it's not. I lied. So 10-year bond is dropping like a rock today, and VIX is up. What do we got going on here? Oh, yeah, this is why I opened this. Silver! Woo! Up! Up! Silver's up! 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 Let's open the silver charts, guys, and find out what's going on with silver here. Silver's up! 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 That's why all my silver miners are like going nuts rallying today. Woo! Woo! Okay, we got the 5-day here. Look at this. Look at silver, man. Silver's up 15 cents. Are we going to see, we go back to my channel here. We put a go-to community on the channel, guys. Don't forget to look. I put up a graph here, a poll. Here it is. How high can the 1 ounce spot silver ounce go by this Christmas? So 29% wins by saying $20. $25 sitting at 27% of the vote. And $30 at 17% of the vote, $35 at 7% of the vote, 50 plus 21% of the votes. Yeah, so silver is doing really well. Guys, my transmission's getting cut off, so there's nobody in the house using the internet, but my transmission looks like it's going to hell right now. For some reason, they're not giving me, like, leeway on the side of YouTube's not giving me a leeway, I guess, to run my show. So that's what's going on with that. It looks like they're cutting me right off. Good job, YouTube. Woo! What are people going to watch on YouTube? People pouring gravy down their pants. That's the way to go. Gravy down your pants. Remember, guys, I'll try to feature one stock per morning, but I need you guys to do your own research. This is not an investment channel. I can't read. Are you going to take advice from a guy that can't read? Are you out of your mind? You try suing me, they're going to say, well, you took advice from a guy that can't read. What's wrong with you? Okay, let's look at the British markets. The FTSE, the FTSE at 7,000 down 5.4 points. The 250, the FTSE 250, 19,335, still ticking along, up 99.75 points. That's the one you want to kind of look at, the bigger cap stocks. The Great Britain pound to the US dollar sitting at 1.22. And the British pound to Bitcoin, where did that go? That disappeared. Bitcoin at 8,281 British pounds to the Bitcoin, and the S&P 500, we got that already. Crude oil up, gold features at 1,550. Damn. Gold's going to start kind of following in a way. Silver's going to start following gold eventually. If it does, even a fraction of a percentage of what gold is at right now, silver should be sitting at comfortably $54 an ounce. Very comfortably. And now that there's no silver anywhere, and there's more gold on the planet than there is actual physical silver, because we used all our silver to make toasters, like the Raven says, a toaster, we will be, you know what I'm saying? You know where I'm going with this, right? Okay, what's happening in Japan? Why are the markets like this morning? So let's see what happened in Japan. They close for a lunch break every day here. It's kind of cute. They close their markets for lunch break here. Okay. So markets are up 195. So when you see the Japanese markets going up, you usually see the Western markets go down. That's usually the case. If you follow it, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, what is happening? Scotiabank hikes dividend on profit beat while BMO lags expectations. So remember, guys, the Canadian Great White Short. The Great Canadian White Short. The Great Canadian White Short. Yeah, that's what it's called. Why do they call it that? Because they're going to short banks. Everyone's looking at the bank financials in Canada. Man, it's horrible! If you think what's happening in Australia is bad with the banking system, probably Canada's a lot worse. But they're just not scratching the surface of anything what's happening. So we got the Raven in saying gold sitting at 15526. Let's take a close look at that right now. Where are you, gold? Where are you, gold? Why are you hiding on me, gold? Here it is, 1552.20. I see gold closing at 19 today by the end of the markets. Right now we're on the down cycle. Markets go through up and down cycles. Right now we're roughly going through a small down and a little bit of a upcycle right now from what I see here. The Dow's down 155. The Dow might lose all of its gain from yesterday. So like I said, it's going to be small, and today's stock tip is First Majestic Silver Corp, FR.TO, in the Toronto Stock Exchange. Do your own research, guys. This is not an investment channel. We just want to give you ideas, right? And here it is, silver. We got silver open right now. Oh man, it is 8.14. It went up again. It's up 50 cents today, up 2.83% in the markets. Is the Raven available? We need to get the available. I did check Bitcoin 3 times already. All right, let's see if we can get the Raven. Raven, are you sleeping, buddy? Are you available to come on the show and tell us what the heck is going on here? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
You know what? I was listening to an analyst yesterday say, by the end of the year, we could see $18 silver.
What?
That's what an analyst was saying. We could see $18 silver by the end of the year.
Oh,
you know
no.
what?
Well,
Don't listen to the analysts.
Yeah, I'm giving it $20 by Christmas.
Yeah, you know what, Mike? $19 this week. End of the week, $19.
Dude, it was $19. What are you talking about? Do you think it's gonna reach $19 by the end of the week?
Yeah. There's too much. There's too much going on, man. Too much going on. There's just too much. I look at 2011, $50. Are you kidding me? For what? Brexit and QE2. They were running QE2 going into QE3 or Operation Twist.
That's
Big
right.
deal. Yeah, they had problems in Libya and Syria, little tiny skirmish, little things, right? The whole world's blowing up right now.
Yeah.
Why are we at $dollars? It just blows me away. There's got to be some heavy paper pressure on that price. And a lot. I'm reading, I don't know what I'm reading, hours and hours and hours a day, but there's a lot of traders out there saying reallocate get your stocks, go long-term bonds, get out of the risk assets. If you got losing stocks, dump them. Sell off some of the winners. Allocate the precious metals. They're all pushing. Allocate the precious metals. Get into the. What's a favorable environment for precious metals? Deflation, hyperinflation. So you got both ends of that.
Uh-huh.
Low interest rates, man.
Stagnation.
Everything.
And job. You see, what's keeping silver and gold kind of in check right now? Can I tell you what I think it is?
Sure.
The job postings, the quarterly job postings are keeping gold and silver in check. Once they actually release the real job numbers and what's really part-time, what's temporary, who's getting hired for these jobs and because they don't get specific that. Once the job numbers start forecasting real numbers and true numbers that are actually going to indicate that we are in a recession, then you could start to see gold and silver really start taking off.
I'm seeing a recession in the next 12 months. I'm seeing predictions as high as 80% now.
Buddy, we are in a recession right now, sweetheart.
You know what? Germany, recession. I was just reading, they're 27th in the world on internet speed. That's not good.
Really? 27th, really?
In speed. Internet, their internet systems, they need to sink a whole bunch of money into their infrastructure of the internet and bring it up to a digital age. It's what I was just reading there on Zero Hedge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I got an article. It's kind of important here because this is giving us the Great White Short. They call Canada the Great White Short for everyone shorting Canadian banks. Scotiabank hikes dividend on profit beat while BMO lags expectations. Scotiabank is increasing its payout for its dividends, and you know what? This is very dangerous because I've seen a lot of big companies do this over the last 20, 30 years where they were increase their dividend payout, attract more customers, and attract more investors and calm current investors that the Canadian banking system is in check. What do you think?
I think that if you look at the amount the shorts that the hedge funds are doing in the U.S., their top shorts are Canadian banks. A lot of them are going to short, but you're going to see those dividends getting clawed back right across the board. That's what they do. They're going to claw back. Times are tough. And
Well,
what was that the other day? They said the top CEOs said that shareholders are no longer our number one concern. That's what they said. There was an article out a week or two ago saying that Jamie Dimon was in there saying shareholders are no longer our number one concern. So you know what they did with us, Mike, is we get a 30%, a 33%. So if I buy shares through my employee shares at work, they'll match it. They'll match us up to 33% of whatever I contribute. And I can contribute up to 6% of my gross. They'll contribute up to 33% of my 6%. So it's $100, $125 every 2 weeks.
wow.
They changed the rules at CN now this year, starting January 1st. I cannot get that 33% that they give me until I let the stock stay in the stock market for 1 year. So my first 2 weeks in January, I can't cash that till my first 2 weeks next year. Else I lose the 33%.
Oh,
They want you to cook it for a year now.
yeah.
What do they see coming, eh?
Well,
They're trying to get it so we don't cash our stocks. Yeah, that's what they're doing with us this year anyway.
they're keeping it favorable, right? Okay, we got Low World Scratcher in the comments saying, don't forget negative interest rates. Yeah, especially going in Germany, and they're buying back their Germany. There's a lot of countries like Japan, Germany. A lot of countries have been, well, many years have been having a tough time dealing with their sovereign debt. And then we got Peste 2011 says 2011 was an attack on the Joe Morgan shorts on silver. Wells Fargo led the way. Many games behind the scenes. We don't see amongst market makers. Buffett was sour from his SEC case Joe Morgan caused in 2004. Low Roller Scratcher says Germany have negative interest rate treasury bonds. Yeah, who's gonna give $1 million to get back 900,000? And then Fimi Core says Iceman is short in Canadian banks. Yes, 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 they are. And Chelsea Shredder says Robin Sage, Fort Bragg. And then Laura Scratch says Australia have banned 10K cash. Yes, we've been talking about that for a while on the channel. So Scotiabank has adjusted its earnings from 1.88 a share for the 3 months through July 31st, topping its analyst average estimate of $1.85, while the Bank of Montreal adjusted earnings at 283 fell short of 248 estimate. The miss was driven by higher loan provisions as Canadian consumer losses rose with the migration of new collections platform. The bank recorded a single large loss from the impaired Canadian commercial loan in the healthcare sector, and set asides from performing loans was increased. So you're seeing banks getting desperate and increasing their dividend payouts and keeping investors relaxed. So let's go over economics. Wary of Trump's flip-flops, China prepares for the worst trade and worst on trade. Yes, that's happening right now. Everything. It's kind of funny, Raven, how one phone call disrupts the markets in trading.
There was no phone call. I just read the story. There
Yeah,
was no phone call. That's out of China. They're saying there was no phone call.
yeah,
They've kept in touch on a technical level, but there was no phone call. That China is not making a deal. They're not backing down.
yeah.
That's not happening. With that knowledge out there, and the yield curve being as low as right now, the yield curve is as low as it was in Lehman 2009.
That's correct.
We we're on the precipice here. This. You got silver? That's all I got.
Yes, I have physical silver. I actually bought before the big increase. You remember the big increase, about $50, 40, $54, whatever, $44, whatever it was.
When was that?
The silver in 2012, was it 2012 when silver took off?
2011.
Yeah. Well, I started stacking. I was watching a silver channel for a while back in 2008, and that's when I started stacking silver. So I stacked for about 2.5, 3 years. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm doing fine with silver. I'm not worried, really,
I,
really, But
I ran out of things to read, so I've been going back to like 7, 8, 9 years and reading all the old articles, trying to get a gauge. I'm into 216 now. Why silver ran up to $20 in 216.
That's
You know, with
correct.
with Brexit and this and that, and I'm hoping we like. I'll tell you, Mike, if it stops at $50, I'll be extremely upset. If it stops at $50, there's no way this is stopping at $50. There's
No,
no.
silver should
You
be
can't,
sitting. Silver right now. I mean, if you want to get comfortable with, if silver wants to, let's say, mimic or catch up to what gold was, let's say, in 1983, 1982, when gold had its big run. Remember in 1977, gold was sitting at 40 bucks an ounce. And then they had this huge bull market that went into 1982. And that time
it,
right there, silver was doing a good job keeping up with gold. Okay. And if we want to get those numbers and actually reinsert them in today's time, silver should be at least 98 bucks an ounce. It should comfortably be sitting from anywhere from 75 to $98 an ounce, comfortably sitting at a $1,700 gold.
I think triple digits, just like Keith Neumeyer says. I think triple digits it should be sitting at right now. That 1980, 180, that's inflation. Anything with inflation, deflation, stagflation, anything with inflation at the end,
Mm-hmm.
silver and gold like to take off. That was Paul Volcker raised interest rates up to what, 20% in the States, 22 in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and gold took off 35 to 50. Look what's happening now. We know you. Hey, I got another bet for you.
Mm.
The rate cut for US, 25 or 50 basis points. Is it going to be a 0.5% or a 0.25%?
I'm seeing a 0.5% right now because no one's going out. Right now, the housing is really low in the rates have been cut already, and no one's running off to buy houses. And the housing buying home purchases in the U.S. are still declining, even though they've cut rates. So I think they're going to go desperation with half a percent.
I can't bet you then because I was going to say 0.5%.
No, they need to go 0.5% right now. They need to go
Yeah,
to 0.5% because no one's buying homes. Home purchases are down in the U.S., so they're going to figure something out, right?
I think you're right. 0.5%. I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to do. Uh,
If Raven, if
what's that?
home sales were up, then they would do a 0.25%.
Well, they're still selling in Winnipeg. I know that. It's a nice even keel market here. They're going pretty good. I'm looking at the at
Well,
the
Winnipeg is selling because the mass exodus of other provinces. That's it.
well, you got a 15% land transfer tax in British Columbia. You got that in Toronto. I think it's just spilling, the excess is spilling into the prairie provinces now, where you don't have that big, you know, land transfer tax for foreign investment, right?
Well, you're going to see the big cities completely abandoned in the next couple of years. I've been forecasting that for years. The cities are abandoned during the work week. They're busy, but then at night, after all the offices close down and everything, the cities are ghost cities. Okay, cryptocurrencies. Investors downplay self-proclaimed Bitcoin investors liquidation warning. And looking at markets, pension world reels from financial vandalism of falling yields. And time to buy equities again is fast approaching, says JP Morgan. I wouldn't listen to anything JP Morgan has to say. Alberta deficit shrinks 30% after election day delayed city grants. Now, guys, what's happening in Alberta? Their economy is shrinking. Why? Because they're selling oil at a loss. And let's look at more economics. Americans' view of the current economy is the highest in 19 years. Air Canada and Air Transat's bid look shakier than ever to the markets. Guys, we're going to have to be shorting airliners soon. I think over time we're going to start to see markets start. You're going to start to see the pattern in markets and where to put your money, guys. Guys, remember, we are not a investment channel. We just talk about what's happening and giving people tips and tricks. So, guys, in the comment section, every time I do this live, if you want to send me a link to a stock we want to watch for the 30 minutes or the 30 whatever minute segment I'm on. Today's stock is First Majestic Corp that was sent to us by Pat. It is at 15.11 right now. In the last 5 days, it has. Here's a look at the 5 days here. It is growing in 5 days. Definitely a
I
good
think
stock to look at.
I think it's up 90% this year, First Majestic, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it
That's a
is.
guess.
No, it's 86%.
Oh, nice. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Keith Newmeyer stock. And
Yeah, so it's up, it's up, it's up. Guys, please do your own research on this stuff. Please, please, please. Here's some of my silver that you can't really see my little picks here. These are mine that I have on the side here. That it's under my market watch. I guess these are the ones I own. So I own EDR.to, FVI.to, SVM.to, GPR.to, MAG.to. I got lots of .tos and .vs here. Small cap miners, that's where I'm in right now. So yeah, some of them will fall off the books, but some of them will take off. I just, it's just kind of like I'm playing the volatile market. I'm taking the risk. What do you think, Raven? Am I taking the huge risk here with this?
no, you're exactly where you need to be. And I don't think they'll fall off. I think they'll merge and get bought out by
Yeah,
bigger guys. You're exactly where you need to be investing in those silver stocks. That's just my opinion. I'm not a financial guy. I'm not telling anyone to do that. That's my opinion.
yeah, that's where all signs are pointing to me. And yeah, oil's up 53.90, but it's up 26 cents. I don't see oil getting anywhere anytime soon.
And if as for silver, I put my money where my mouth is, man. I'm loaded on silver. That's my 80% investment right there.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
sitting close to half a ton of silver.
okay, are you ready for this? Okay, minus my house, minus my what?
I've got a big chunk in there. I got a big chunk. I'm sitting with about a quarter mil in there
Yeah.
for sure.
Outside of my house, outside of like everything I own. Okay. My biggest gold and silver, I'm in 100%.
That's if I was going to be risky, that's like, you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Tell you the truth. The only thing that'll get you is if they make it illegal. And I believe that's what they're going to do to Bitcoin. They're you got to remember they make the rules. I've been saying that ever since. They make the rules.
Hmm.
They're not going to give the wealth of a nation to people that are sitting behind computers that just happen to, had the hindsight to buy Bitcoin. They're just going to come out with their own and say this is what you're going to use. You use anything else, you're going to jail for 10 years. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, you go to jail for 10 years, and that's how it works. You know?
I fear they'll do that to silver and gold. I fear they're going to do some kind of, we need the silver for industry, we need the silver for industry. Turn in your silver. It's illegal to own it. We need it. It's a national security. We have to have it. I just don't trust them. I don't. They're going to create some. They need a new system.
Well,
Mark,
I got some good news for silver bugs out. There is from 100 okay, 100 I got this statistic from 107 years ago, okay? There is, according to what they're saying, 77% less silver on the planet than there was 107 years ago.
if you look at the chart that says what elements we're going to run out first in the world, it says silver by 2028. I can't see that. Like they'll dig deeper, but hey,
No,
2%.
no, but if they dig deeper, it's going to cost more. And if it costs more, it's going to go up in value.
Yeah, but they had a 2% decline in the silver last year, and they expect a 2% decline in the Earth's silver this year. So those nice little 2% declines, you got to remember, we're adding 90,000 people to this planet every day. After you count deaths and everything, it comes out to 90,000. What does a newborn baby use for silver? There's some. You got a baby monitor. There's 1/10 of an ounce of silver. You've got whatever electronics that the baby uses. So we could say maybe the average baby born would use 2/10 of an ounce of silver a year. Divide that by 90,000. There's your new. I look at every aspect of it, eh?
Yeah.
And look at how fast China's growing. That place is amazing. I've been looking at it more, not listening to what the Americans say about China. Go and look at China. Go and look at everything that you can see about their perspective. They're growing insane. So I think silver is one of the best bets on the planet
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. Okay, Raven, we're approaching our 30-minute mark, and it looks like YouTube's kicking me off. I am.
Yeah, okay. It's
Yeah,
going to get interesting, Mike.
yeah,
Very interesting. Okay.
yeah. Okay, yeah, Raven. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Have a good day.
All right, we had the Raven on there. Raven giving us an insight on what's happening there. Guys, if you want to support the transmission, don't forget to go on Patreon and support me with $1 a month. You go to my channel here, you go to the top, you click on the Patreon link, and right now I am sitting on 14 Patreons. You could be number 15, donating $1 a month. So I ordered a new mic in. This is the Walmart mic. I'm not sure if you're hearing me right, but I bought this at Walmart for 20 bucks. But it's very flimsy and it's made in China, so okay, Mr. E's in the house. Hopefully, we can get him in on Mike in the Night. He's saying, I have seen it. Now they plan to attack the Chinese military headquarters soon. Oh man, wait for the 31st. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, we're gonna have Mr. E. I might have him on a special broadcast, maybe in the next day or two, private broadcast, and then we could rebroadcast it later in the night. So they don't tie in, or so the Chinese don't tie into his location, broadcasting his transmission from Hong Kong. Mr. E, please stay strong. Our prayers are with you guys. Mr. E needs our prayers. He is in the midst of Hong Kong, and he needs our prayers. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go off to open my store, my shop. Thanks for watching, guys. Big hug to everybody. Can't Read Market Talk, another successful episode. What episode are we on? 5 or 4? I think we're on episode. Damn, we're already on episode 5. Gold, gold, gold. Thanks for watching, and Low Roller Scratcher, thanks for the comments, buddy. You need to come on the show. I saw your channel. I like your channel. Comment below. Thanks for watching, and have yourselves a great day, people. Big hug to everybody. Woo! And don't forget to check me out on The Dirty, guys. I'm on The Dirty. I'll leave a link for you guys for The Dirty. Check this out. I hold the world record right now on The Dirty. I have 67 comments on my channel. Mike is the merit molester, and the merit molester is Meritoys and Games owner Mike Martins. Yeah. Fat Mike Martins. Oh, there's so many here. Like, it just goes on forever. Guys, go on and check me out on The Dirty. I am now officially a celebrity because I made The Dirty. Thanks for watching, guys. And like my papa says, if my papa daddy, who passed away last month, basically says, make good memories on this earth, because when you pass away, the only thing you take with you are your memories. Thanks, Dad. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching.